Hi, welcome to Skywagon University again. Today we're going to be talking about Cessna 182s, in particular the 56. This is a 56, it's the first year of production. They built them from 56 to 86, and then 10 years off, and then 97 to today. So this is the first year of 182, and it's basically a Cessna 180 with a nose wheel. You can see very similar airframe. There's even the gear saddles for the main gear for the tail drag are in the plane, because they were produced on the same production line. So the 180 came out in 53, and this came out in 56 as the nose wheel version. And as you can see, it's easily recognizable for being so tall. They're very tall. I mean, there's not a lot of 182s where you can just stand under the wing and have this much room under them. They have long gear legs, and they don't have cowl flaps. They still have the 470 in them. And one of the beauties of 182s is, from 56 to 86, they all have got the 470 engine. They all carry about 1,100 pounds. They all do about 135 knots, and they all burn about 12 gallons an hour. So really, any year of production will do a very similar job. They just vary in price. So the features of a 56 would be the tall gear legs, no cowl flaps on a 56, the only straight tail. This one is a straight tail. The only straight tail of 182 that has cowl flaps is a 1959. So you'll see the taller one, the taller gear legs is the main giveaway of the 56. They have manual flaps. So the straight tails are 56, 57, 58, and 59. And they all have manual flaps. They all have the trimmable horizontal stabilizer. I'll show you that in a minute. And they all are 180s with nose wheels. So let's have a look inside it. This one has actually got a parachute door on it, which is just a modification. So this has been modified and it's got a parachute door on it. There'd normally be the normal door, but I was just going to show you this mechanism. You pull that knob and this door comes down, and then you close it like that, and when you're flying you open it up and pile out for some reason. I don't know why people do that. The dash is very like an early 180, sort of scattered across the top with radios at the bottom, but very familiar. Manual flaps, 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, and 40 degrees. Very reliable, no motor involved. Right side controls, very conventional. These are excellent planes. And the fuel gauges are up in the wing roots. And they're magnetically driven by a float on the inside and a magnet on the outside, and it just reads the level of the float and shows you on a gauge. Kind of primitive, but very reliable and simple. So a lot of 182s, people think they're nose heavy and they're hard to land. These aren't. These planes are, they have this trim system that the 180s and 185s have, and I'll show you the range of it. The later planes with the fixed horizontal stabilizers, the 62s and newer, they can be nose heavy and can do heavy nose wheel landings if you're not prepared for it. The reason these don't is because of this. Watch the trim as I run it. That's full nose down. And that is fully nose up. So you can see with a range of motion from there to there, the whole horizontal stabilizer moves. The elevator is in effect the trim tab, and you've got unlimited range, so you'll never run out of elevator at low speed with a high angle of attack. So that's very desirable, and that was on them from 56 to 61. The mechanical flaps, as we saw on the inside, the view from the outside is this: 10, 20, 30, 40, and away. Very reliable, no motors, and also if you were using them in a stall situation, you could almost just go 20 and take off. So the engines in these planes, the 180s in the beginning had the 0470A and then the 0470J, and then in 55, 56 they went to the K and the R. These never had the A and the J. So inside, always in a straight tail 182, you'll have an L or an S or a K or an R engine, all the 470s, all capable of burning car fuel, all with a 1500 hour TBO, all 230 horsepower. The early planes have got this big access door, which can be difficult to use, but very good access. Inside you can see there's the back of the engine, there's a generator, a remote oil filter, here's the engine mount. The dipstick is down in that bottom corner there, the little yellow tab. So in conclusion, 182s, production years 1956 to 1986. The straight tails were 56 to 59, and this is a 56. This is the first year of the 182. So subscribe below on the button if you're interested. We're going to be doing a big series of model year changes and differences on a lot of different planes. Thanks very much. Bye from Skywagons University.